Pondicherry is one of the union territories of India. When we say union territory, it means it's centrally supported. It's supported by Government of India directly. But Pondicherry also has an elected state assembly. So it has a state chief minister. So it has something of the state and something of the benefit of the union territory. When you say state assembly, which means people elect their local members of the legislative assembly. So Pondicherry is a union territory which is supported by Government of India, but also has a state assembly which it can pass state laws. But whatever state law the state government passes has to be in consonance with the Constitution of India. And I, as a governor, is a link between the Government of India and the State Assembly. And I have the power to approve that law. I have to either approve the policy of the law, and particularly the law, if it is a law, it has to be approved by President of India, because it's a union territory. So when we have a union territory, the Lieutenant Governor is a link between President of India and the Chief Minister or the elected government of the union territory. But after that, you have within the district, you have village communes, you have municipal corporations, you have collectorates, like he's sitting here as a collector of one of the four. Pondicherry is divided into 4 regions. Each region has a collector. And he has his own team of block development officers, engineers. So you have 4, each region has a collector who works on revenue issues, who works on even security issues, developmental issues. So that's the job of the collector. So you have a Government of India, you have a Lieutenant Governor, you have a state assembly, and within the states you have the regions which have collectorates, and municipal services being handled by the municipal corporations. So this is how the structure has evolved. Everywhere the structure is not the same, but by and large this is the structure of Indian state, where it has an elected representative, it has a governor of a state. The only difference is the union territory governor is more of an executive, because it is a directly representative of Government of India, and no important budget, no law can be passed by the state assembly without the approval of Government of India. Whereas in other states, you have an independent state like that, you don't need all the time President of India. It is a state complete by itself. So that is why I'm not called a full governor, I'm called Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governor means I'm actually also a representative of the constitutional head of the Government of India. But then you have local administration, you have women, communes being run by village, village has its own self-help groups, village has its own village councils. In Pondicherry, we do not have at the moment elected village councils, we have communes, but we have appointed commissioners. The commissioner is appointed by the name recommended by the state, approved by the governor, and they are appointed. In other states, every village, India has more than 600,000 villages. Each village has a village council elected, of which 1/3 are women representatives. So India has more than 1 million women in the village councils in India. It's the largest ever elected constituency in the world. Well, India is 1.3 billion people, but it also has 600,000 villages. So each village, whether they're bracketed together or not, every village has an elected village council, of which 1/3 are reserved for women. And they have an election every 5 years. So people elect their own village council, and the village councils then further have Zilla Parishads, which is bracketed, and then you also have the district collector system. So this is the way hierarchy is, as far as the grassroots governance is concerned. In India, they're called Panchayats, and you call them village councils. You want to add anything? You want to say something more? to this? Have anything more to say on this? Since you are the expert in this. Huh? You want to say something?
I will share something of yours.
Okay, say.
As ma'am already enlightened about that governance structure in India, by and large, this is the system we are following in India. We are having approximate 625 districts in India. In all districts, as Governor Madam said, this is the administrative setup we are having. So, at district level, I will just enlighten you a little bit. Like at district level, as ma'am said, Jila Parishad is there. That is basically municipal corporations along with the collectorate. At district level, in the corporations and collectorate, n number of committees are there. The committees have to look after for the work under different schemes, like state government or central government may prepare some schemes. Like for the rural development, we are having Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Under Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, we have to construct toilets for poor people. So, as a director and come collector, I have to take care for that schemes at district level. Then, to execute these that work on ground level, I am having BDOs. These are my block development officer. A district will divide in subdivision and blocks. So, at block level, they have to take care. They have to identify the list of beneficiaries as per the guideline which is set by the Government of India or state governments under the Act. After listing the beneficiaries, they have to take care that they have to release the money to the beneficiary. Beneficiary is supposed to construct the toilet as per the guideline, and after completion of toilet, they have to submit a certificate that work has been completed. And as you asked about the self-help group, at block level, we are having Panchayat federations. We enroll our self-help group with Panchayat federations. And we release them, we will provide some financial assistance to these self-help group. And what is the concept behind self-help group is that there is a peer pressure among the self-help groups, among the member of the self-help groups to return the amount which laid down by the self-help group among the member. So that's how they will work. At the Panchayat federations, we are having Panchayat level federation resource people. They are there to train them for the technical supports. So by the BDOs, by these Panchayat federations, by the self-help group, we are executing our schemes. Thank you, Mr.
It's a grassroots democracy. Every village elects its own council, and the villages combined may send up a member of a legislative assembly or may not. So it's very big, huge grassroots democracy in India. Basically, the grassroots democracy is not on political lines. They can be independent people too. They're called the village elders. So they could be village elders, but it can be also politically inclined. India also has a problem of caste. So sometimes they are very casteist. It varies from area to area. India is such a vast continent. So therefore, it is not similar everywhere, but the system of a collector, superintendent of police, the elected council, they all work like this. But women in India are now becoming very organized as self-help groups. And they get a lot of microfinancing from the banks, called the rural development banks, at a very low interest so that they can do micro-enterprise. I myself run a very large organization in Delhi, which reaches out to about 100 villages near the capital, and thousands of women are members of the self-help groups. It's to promote microfinance, so they can become small entrepreneurs on small loans. It's a big movement in India, like Bangladesh. Bangladesh movement is exactly this, where they've gone into huge. You were actually the pioneers in this work of self-help groups. So India followed after that, and it's a very major movement. To me, since you're all coming from rural backgrounds and rural leadership, women's empowerment is the key to change. Every woman empowered means education, better health, better agriculture, better education, better economic empowerment, better security. Women is the key in rural development, not the man. Sorry, only the woman.
That is why self-help group mainly constituted by the women. as LG madam said, that is very correct. That is why self-help group is mainly constituted by the poor women's or women's group in the village. That is the basic idea behind that. Thank you.
Very good. Key to, if you want to change, empower the woman. If you want only power, empower the man. But if you want change, empower the woman. Because the woman will change the man too. She will look after him as well. Because for her, the man is the father of her children. She wants a good father. She wants a healthy father. And she also wants income in the house. But the key to all of us is empowering, skilling, financially, hand skill the woman. So the more you, and the woman doesn't go to war. She wants peace, because she wants peace for the family. Where the man will fight and sacrifice. That's a man's nature. It's not the man. Man likes to fight. Woman wants harmony. She wants family. She wants peace. So therefore, I think if we can take this one message to be the change agent for women, it'll make a lot of difference. So the man or a woman may be a leader, but if we empower the women, women will empower men as well. So better health care for a woman will bring better economy and productivity in the rural areas. And rural areas, let her choose what she is happy at. She may be happy at poultry, she may be happy at agriculture, she may be happy at honey beekeeping, she may be happy at small craft, she may be happy at good weaving. It all depends on the art. Go by what she is happy at and then upskill her. Every woman has a natural tendency. She has a natural tendency. Don't impose it on her. Ask her, what do you want? What are you happy at? She'll say, I'm good at this. Help her reach there. Help her get microfinance. Then train her. Train her in finance management. Train her in teamwork. Help women form groups. Teamwork will be very good. So team working strengthens. It also provides security to each other. When women form groups, they also become security for each other. When a woman is in a group, she doesn't get beaten. But when she's alone, she can get beaten by domestic violence. So therefore, it's always important that we help women form groups so that they can protect each other. So our leadership should continue to empower women and make teams out of them. Teams and groups, and learn to market, learn to produce, learn to handle accounts, become more literate, and digital literacy today, computerization, technology. If you give them technology, the mobile phone, where they can make payments in African countries, most of the things are being done by mobile phone now. They're clearing bills. So wherever technology is entered, that's the way forward today. She can sell her produce. That's the way it is being reported. So the more the better.
Governor is responsible for everything in reconstruction, in bringing security and improvement in women affairs, but governor does not have the authority, much authority, that he appoint a capable person, an intelligent person as a head of the department. So governor does not have much authority to appoint someone. So if someone is appointed from the ministry and sent to the province, whether he be capable or not, so the governor has no rule in this. And whether something bad happens, for example, when insecurity spreads, when we face reconstruction problems, all the people blame the governor on that time. He says he's the first person in the province. But governors usually complain about that. They usually have proposals for the central government to the president. They say our authority is not much, but people expect from us. So they are talking always about their authority, the improvement, and their qualifications. Thank you.
India, I think the governor's position, particularly the lieutenant governor position, is pretty strong. That lieutenant governor position has executive powers. He or she approves anything which is above a particular financial amount. So the financial powers are very strong with the lieutenant governor. And you know, finance, if you don't have financial power, nobody will bother about you. You need everything. Everything means money. You want to construct. So wherever it is a particular, there's a threshold of financial delegation of powers, further delegation of powers given by the President of India. So the point here is, I as a lieutenant governor, I have very strong financial power. I propose the budget to be approved by the President of India. So when the budget is made here, I forward it to the President, but I'm a part of the financial layout. When the plan is made, I chair that meeting. I'm a chairperson of that planning body which finalizes the net amount which needs to be given to Pondicherry. So that's very important power, to be chairperson of that planning body. That's very important power. Now, in the other states where you don't have a lieutenant governor, but you have a full governor, the responsibility is of the chief minister. And they approve it themselves. They don't have to go back to Government of India. So it varies which governor are we talking about. A union territory governor or a state governor. But the governor remains a constitutional head. It's the way he reads the law, the way he reads the rule. You can have governor remaining just a face, a constitutional head, but not effective. And you can have a governor who is the face and exercises responsibility through the power they have. It varies from person to person. So remember one thing, governor, you are as strong as you want to be. You're as weak as you choose to be. Many times, many governors in India have been very strong or they've been weak. It depends on the lifestyle a governor wants to lead. It's very, very important. And every person is different from the other. Power is the same, but the manner in which the power is exercised varies from person to person. If he wants to do more work, then he'll exercise more power. If he wants to do less work, he will say, I don't have the power. It all depends on the person's willingness to do more. Secondly, the way you read the Constitution. I can express helplessness also, and I can express helpfulness also. I can help also, appointment powers are also with me. But if I want to be obliging only the political powers, I'll give in. If I want to take action, I'll not give in. I'll look for the right thing to do. Which means an option of a conflict. But then, if you are the constitutional head, you're not afraid of a conflict. You will pursue the right thing because you have the power to get things done. But some choose, let it be. Some choose change. Some choose status quo. So if you want status quo, you let it be. But if you want change, you will not let it be. You will drive the change. So it varies from person to person. No lieutenant governor or governor anywhere in the world would be powerless. They will have something, some discretion somewhere, which if used well, will make them effective. But if they don't want to choose, they want to be comfortable, they want status quo, they want no change, they'll find for excuses. But those who want to change, they will look for that clause. Those who want status quo, they look for status quo. It depends on you. Okay? Yeah. Any other question?
Good evening, madam. Actually, today I'm very surprised when I come here and I know that the governor in Punchari is a woman. And actually, I work for Ministry of Women Affairs. And you have mentioned about it. Hello. The number of the women in India is very strong than Cambodia. So I just want to know about the main role of the woman in promoting the good governance. Because most of us, we study that, about the good governance in rural development. So I just want to know about the main role of the woman in India in promoting the good governance. Yes. And the second one is, I just want to know about the challenges of the women in India in joining the politics. The challenges. Yes. Thank you.
Well, India's had a woman prime minister for 16 years. India had a woman prime minister, Indira Gandhi, for 16 years. And India has many women chief ministers of very powerful states. Very close by Chennai, you have a very powerful woman chief minister. She's also been elected many times over. So women, Indian voter prefers sometimes a woman. Indian voter is sometimes inclined to elect a woman if she has earned a reputation which is popular. Not always the best, but popular, because it's a popularity contest. All elections are popularity contest. So India has many women in very powerful political positions. Okay? So India is that way. And if a woman, there's another state, so many states India has had women politicians heading the state. India also has many women governors. I'm not the only one. There are many others who've been many years ago prior to me. So India has a tradition of giving a lot of leadership to women, political and administrative. Similarly, women in India have come a long way in education now. You have, in every field you have women, including fighter pilots. Whether it's submarines or fighter pilots, women have gone. So when you go to fighter pilots, that means everything covered, right? So that way women have equal position when it comes to political life or administrative. It's all by merit. Only where you have reservation for women is at grassroots village council. After that, there is no women reservation. But we're trying to now bring in reservation somewhere in the police, where we say 30% of women must be women, so that in the police, so that more women in the police join in. So as far as Indian women position is concerned, it's very, very good. It's one of the best one can have anywhere in the world in any democracy. No discrimination. The only thing is, yes, there will be a change of mindset required for men. But if she's capable, she can change. But if she's not capable, she has challenges. But if she's capable, nothing can stop her. Right? So that's the influence a woman can exercise. It depends on her capability. Any other question of yours in the same way? What was other question? Challenges. There's no woman, if she wants to join politics, she can. She can win, she can lose. There will be nothing to specially make women, because, so women, if she's capable, she can win. And she can stay, it's all her choice. Politics is her choice. But still politics is male dominated. Because by and large, it's still a male world. It's still a male world, because there are not many women from the grassroots growing up. So it's a challenge, but a lot has been achieved. It's not this equal, but it is meritorious. It depends on your capability. So academically, equal opportunities for women. The only thing which would hold back India is the parents for the daughters. How many parents encourage their daughters to be the best? It's not the problem is not on education. Problem is parents, whether they allow their daughter to fly. Parents who allow their daughters to fly, daughters fly. But parents who don't want their daughters to fly, tie them up and hold them back. So it all depends. That's why mother's education, mother's empowerment is so vital. When a mother is empowered, she is economically more powerful. She will never let her daughter be held back. She will want her daughter to fly. So I think the real change India needs more is more women empowerment, the grassroots level, so that they can make their daughters fly.
I'm not sure that the husband that have a woman, have a wife who join in the politics feel happy or not. For the women in Cambodia, when they join in the politics, they need to challenge with the family. Yes, the husband is not happy. So husband. Yeah, so I'm not sure the husband in India feel happy or not when their wife join in the politics.
In many cases, the housemen support her. They campaign for her. They want their wife to become powerful. I have not seen many, rarely a case where the husband has not supported a wife to become political leader because he thinks he too can be the leader. So it helps. In India, things have opened up much, much more. It's changing, but dramatically different from when I started the service in 1972 when I joined the Indian Police Service. I'm a police officer background, you know that? I served as joined in Indian Police. Things dramatic. Then marriages were with a lot of gifts to be displayed. Things have changed now. There's no display of gifts anymore. It's very equal. It's an equal relationship. Unless you choose to surrender, it's now half-half. You can fly, you can be held back. So it's every day changing. Any other?
Thank you so much. In relation to what she was saying, in our country, women, they normally find it difficult to get into politics because of the same reasons that she was raising. And secondly, as women, we don't normally support each other in those, as women amongst women. We don't normally support each other to get into support each other. Women, yes, so that we can get into those political leadership positions. So I wanted to appreciate this beauty of women in leadership positions and also in political offices in India. I've seen it working very beautifully. Despite the reservations that they've got equal opportunities, don't you have experienced such challenges whereby other maybe women don't even support women to get into those kind of positions? Thank you so much.
Lots of questions. It depends on the level of society, whether they will encourage women in political leadership. India has exploded now. Women, point is, how can you have more women in politics? Through self-help groups, through grassroots leadership. I think what women around the world need to do is begin from where they are and go one step ahead. Begin with what you have. It's very important. If you are at that grassroots level and you want to be a graduate already, it's a step, it's a ladder. We must let women know, right, show them the ladder. Sometimes they don't even know they have a ladder which they can climb. You know what a ladder is? So sometimes women don't even know there is a ladder. Show them the ladder. And the ladder means you can earn. You can lead. You can be a member of the team. You can be educated. You have a right to your security. These are the elementary things we need to educate our women, to show them the ladder. Many women think there is no ladder. So some of us are at a stage, this country, all of you also are at different levels. But by and large, rural women need to be shown a ladder. They think they can only be at the ground level. You have to say, no, there's a ladder. But you can't jump by a helicopter on the top. You have to climb the ladder. So show them that you have to go one step at a time. You got to go to an elementary school, then there's a middle school, then there's a higher school, and then there's, so you cannot straight away go to the higher school. But you have to begin at the bottom. Automatically, when you make them begin at the bottom, leadership will develop with them. So our role as leaders is show them the ladder and tell them it's one step at a time. Don't worry, but one step is more than zero. So that they feel good that, oh, we have crossed one step, now we are at step 2. So somebody will be at, therefore, that's the beginning of leadership. That's the beginning of empowerment. Women cannot come to political leadership by a helicopter. They have to climb up gradually by self-confidence. If you don't have confidence, how can you be in political leadership or public life leadership? This is one. Secondly, as far as I'm concerned, since my world is so open, I had equal opportunities. I fought competitively equally. Why should I say I had challenges? No. I've competed equally. I've qualified equally. I have a responsibility to face the same challenges the men do. Why should I crib that I have these challenges? Why? Men also have challenges. I also have challenges. But while working, I understand women's issues more because I'm a woman. Therefore, I understand what they need more. I try and get them extra more because I know it. And wherever there's a woman capable and she's being denied her right, I will not let it happen. I will give her a right, but I will tell her to prove it. And not deny another man who may be equally capable. At some stage, I'm a woman, but now I'm equal for both. I must understand who needs what. I am now a provider and not being a favorite to one over the other. Supposing a woman is wrong and the man is right, as a woman, I will side with the man, not with the woman, because she's wrong. And I'm here to do justice. A stage comes when you are now to do justice. You happen to be a woman, but now you're a person. You're an officer to do justice. It's like the judge. So therefore, we are all going through different stages of life. All of us are in different positions. My position in this part of the world has been most unique, has been the best any woman could have in the world. I've done peacekeeping operations in the United Nations. I've been to Sierra Leone. I've been to Fremont. I've been to many other African countries in peacekeeping missions. I've seen the world situation. Situation is very tough for a woman in many, many other countries. Been to Bangladesh as well. So each level, each Vietnam as well, been to Vietnam, Vietnam. So I've seen women's situation. In Vietnam, they're all biking and selling. They're all on the bike and they're selling. They're all into economic activities. So every country, I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Kabul. So situation of women is historically different. India is historically different. Is far now ahead of any other country. It's no less than the Western world. It all depends on her using the opportunities rightly. So you have come to a situation where you have the bottom, you also have the middle, and you have the top like me. But we have a large bottom as well. So the duty of the top now is to lift the bottom up so that they get the benefit. So therefore, when you ask me, did I have challenges? No, no, no. They were as good as the men. And I don't want to be different. I don't want to be given any favoritism because I'm a woman. No. I want to go through the same challenge as the men because I've come through the same process. And now I'm here to serve the men and the women. So I think our situations are different.